Hi, Marion here. You can call me Maz. Another one of my spiritual lessons here today. Just want to talk about being an empath. A lot of people come to me for a psychic reading, and a lot of people are exhausted about being an empath. What's an empath? Another word for an empath is really just awareness. A lot of people, as they move from being a 5 to a 6 or a 5 to a 5.5, if you've heard my spirituality back to basics, you hear that I talk about two kinds of people in the world that are fives or sixes. People who are fives just live in the physical world. People who are sixes live in the spiritual world. People who are fives just live with their five senses, and people who are six just live with their six senses. And we different lifetimes, like we've had a lot more lifetimes than people who are fives. A lot of different lessons to learn. We can hear spirit, see spirit, feel spirit. We see the signs. We understand the spiritual laws, the law of karma, the law of least resistance, the law of attraction. And we're aware, and we're mindful, we meditate. So there's two different kinds of people, okay? So people who are empath, people who are now moving into more of a spiritual, they're starting to wake up spiritually, they are starting to feel other people's emotions and their feelings, and it can be quite overwhelming when it first starts happening to you. You might come home from the supermarket and absolutely be exhausted. It's because you've absorbed the people who are around you. This is where you need to start protecting yourself. You may have heard about psychic protection in the past, but it's actually real. You need to do it. um, we're all energy. Okay, so prana is the accepted word that around Eastern religions, where we're all connected by energy, dead or alive, doesn't make any difference. I can sense people who have passed over, and I can sense people who are alive, and a lot of empaths are starting to move into that zone where they can feel people's energy. Why? It's because the universe is so far out of balance. There's lots of specialists in the world. There's eye specialist, lung specialist, heart specialist, but there's no such thing as a soul specialist. The world is so far out of balance that we're all needed to be soul specialists on behalf of the universe. We all need to be earth angels, but not everybody can do it. Fives can't do it. Sixes can do it. 5 3/4 can do it. And a lot of people are actually being groomed into being channels for the universe to help put your little circle of people, another concept of networking, I guess, because everybody can touch their own circle of people around them. People are drawn to us. Our soul is a magnet, and their souls are drawn to us, and spirit gives us the words that those people need. However, you need to learn the difference between 85% of your thinking and the other 15% that are your channeled messages from the universe. You need to know which is which, because you cannot put your own 85% thinking on trying to solve someone else's problems. It's your 15% that you need to learn to feel. That's your intuition, that's your sixth sense. That's what you trust when you want to help somebody. Not everybody you need to help. A lot of people are coming with empathic burnout. Oh my God, I had to help this person, and that person was angry, and I had to make them feel better, and that person was sad, and it's also about picking up good emotions from people too. Don't forget, it's just not about picking up the sad emotions. Okay, so it's just an awareness. You will know when you're meant to help somebody. You will know. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will give you the words. It's just that you're down here with other people who are alive, that spirit can use you as their tool. That's basically it. Okay, so part of your lesson too as an empath is to learn when it is time to help somebody. Okay, so sometimes it's not. Sometimes you can't interfere in other people's lessons. So when you make a mess on the kitchen bench and then you wipe it up with a sponge, and then you wash your sponge out under clean water, that's what being an empath is like. All you're doing is cleaning up the mess so that those people can get on with their lives. A lot of people are getting bogged down in overthinking and stuff and emotions, and reacting in negative ways. So basically, as empaths, we go around with our sponge and we clean up people's lives for them in a way, if we're drawn to it. Okay, now we can't do it for everybody. That would be the same as me being a hairdresser and going to the supermarket, carrying my scissors in my bag and going, hey, I don't like your hair. You actually need a trim. I've got a really good idea. Wait, let me get my pair of scissors. I'll just trim up your hair for you. How's that? Right? That's the same. Hairdressers can't do that. Dentists can't walk around and go, oh, you got bad teeth. Let me just, pop down on the bench. I'll just, do some work on your teeth for you. As empaths, we can't do that either. All right, so just be mindful of that. Happy to help anybody, of course, and make sure that you download. If you come home and you don't know why you're tired, you're angry, you're frustrated, or you just feel out of sorts, just think about who you've been with today. Who were you around that was angry? Who were you around that was exhausted? Who were you around that was sad? Okay, you've probably picked up those feelings. When you become aware of those feelings, the load lifts and you go, oh, look, I'm feeling all this stuff and it's not all me anyway. There's nothing, you know that there's nothing wrong with you. So you're going, well, why do I feel this bad? Why do I feel out of sorts? Just just check out who you've been with today. Okay, so keep doing your great work as Earth Angels. The universe needs you. Thank you.